The next presentation is also by Carla, who I would say also was at the conference yesterday. So yesterday she was looking fantastic in white, and now you're sort of working the colours of your backdrop there, Carla. So you're looking great. And Carla's from 365 Talents, and what we're sort of looking at here is essentially extending on from the last presentation into how do we take this sort of focus on skills and digital savviness into the talent space. And what I really like is that Carla starts to explore this concept of a talent experience, not just kind of a talent management platform or process. So over to you, Carla. I know from yesterday, this is just such a fantastic presentation, and I can't wait to share it with everyone again today.
Hey, Natal, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm in Spain, so I thought something, leave it would be nice. So thank you very much for the introduction. It has been a very nice experience that I had the last couple of days with lovely, great presentations we had throughout the day. So let me speak a little bit about who I am very fast. I'm Carla Arias. I'm the International Sales Director at 365 Talents. And I'm very happy to be here because I think that what I'm gonna talk about it's in the middle now. It's a very hot topic, not just for the HR, but for every single organization in different departments. So today, I want to talk about how to bridge skills using technology, specifically technology to identify, for example, different skills, the lack of skills, and how to leverage those within the organization. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. So let me try and move this. There you go. There you go. Let me talk to you a little bit about what we do at 365, who we are. Let me start saying that our mission is quite simple, really. What we want to do is empower people to chart their own course of progress. Basically, what we want to do is to put your employees in the driver's seat of their careers. Those careers, obviously, they have to be aligned with our organization's strategies and so on. But if you give them that responsibility, the outcomes are going to be amazing. So how do we do that? Well, we actually use AI-powered skills technology and a people-first approach to create a decentralized talent experience. That means that not just the HR is going to be in charge of that, but the whole organization as such. And that's one of the key things. Through the years, since 2016, we have been working with different companies. We actually got more than 4,000 users at the moment in different areas. To be more precise, we are in more than 60 countries at the moment. And what is most amazing, I think, is that we were able to discover more than 1 million skills in the organizations. So that's who we are. And as I was saying before, I want to talk about skills gap today. So that's where we are at the moment. So again, this is the trend that everyone is talking about for the last couple of years. And this is something that we should be focusing on. So that's where we are now. We're trying to bridge the skills between the gaps and so on. So when there is when there is a lack of something in the organization, whether this is a solution, whether it is a key person, whether it is a skill, for me, sometimes that represent costs. So let me give you now 3 different figures that I actually found out. Well, we have been doing research, and one of the figures that I was wondering myself is how much would that cost not to have a skills gap. And this is the actual answer. It's more than 800,000 US dollars that in average that it will cost your organization per year, or to have skills gap. And I think that this is outrageous. With that money, we can invest in the people itself. We can do so many things. Also, the second number I want to give you, the second figure, is the 87% of the companies worldwide are aware that they have skills gaps, or that they will have, because things are moving so fast at the moment. As I was saying, perhaps, I don't know if you remember, yesterday I also mentioned that at the moment we know that 87% of the jobs in 2030 do not exist yet. So we gotta be ready for that. Things are moving so fast. At the same time, 77% of workers are ready to learn new skills. Not just that, but develop the skills or enhance the skills they already have. Unfortunately, only 34% of workers, they feel supported. And this is the issue here. So at the organization, they acknowledge they have a problem. The workers are willing to take some action, but there is no action there. So that's what we have a danger. We have a little problem there that we actually have to take some actions to overcome those challenges. And in order to do that, in this case, we need to identify what's the issue. In this case, we have a two-phase issue. One of those is the future skills gap, the one that I was talking to you about, that we have to see what's going to happen in the future. We cannot predict, that's for sure, but at least we can be prepared. And also the skills gap that nobody is talking about is the current skills gap. And we should be aware of those. And perhaps you can ask different questions to know whether you are ready or not, or how are you, for example, meeting your business need with the people's skills that you have at the moment, or how are you keep up when those needs are changing, for example, or how do you motivate your employees to take control of the progress? So those are the questions that you should be asking and that you should be focusing on in order to solve or in order to overcome your current skills gap. But in that case, every single HR, it's quite worried because of the need for speed. We need to speed up. We need to be fast to identify your workforce strengths and weaknesses. Unfortunately, there's not much time. Also, you need to have the speed to match the offer and the demand for skills internally. And also speed to reimagine your talent experience. As you were saying before, Natal, is not the talent management, but the talent experience that we are aiming for in this case. So how can we solve that? So first of all, what we propose is to use AI to map your skills, to map all the skills, to translate all the experiences your employees have into skills, to have a new currency. Imagine if in your organization, your currency in this case for your talent management, for your talent experience will be skills, regardless if you're male, female, if you are coming from India, from America. So we took those out and we look into the skills purely. And that's going to give you a better understanding of your resources, not just, again, the strengths, but also the weaknesses to actually improve. Another way to overcome those would be to leverage your internal marketplace. So in this case, you can match the offer and demand for skills in real time. And that's very valuable because with that, you can actually solve actual business challenge. So you can actually overcome the current skills gap. Also, all these analysis will bring more agility, in order to be up to the future skills gap. You will be able to see, okay, what do I need in the future? So how do I get there through the skills I have? If I have not enough skills, or if I don't have, very evolved skills, then what do I do? Do I give some coaching? Do I give some training? You have to keep up with those. And it's definitely a good thing to make, to train, to coach your talent in this regard. Also, another option or another solution would be to be focused on your 100% in the talent experience. Provide continuous personalized talent experience to each employee will give you good results. Why? Because the employee will feel recognized. The employee will feel that you're taking care of them. And that's, I think, that it's essential for a long-term impact. So in that case, I was talking about, because things are moving a lot, very fast, we need to be aware of transformation. In some areas, we talk about digital transformation, we talk about different types of transformation, but we in HR, we are trying to focus in the green transformation, because, there is so many things happening at the moment, from global warming, for example, the existence of new currency, the cryptocurrency, and so on, also the green sustainability transformation. So we need to keep up with those. We have been looking at all the most demand skills in different areas we want to see. So what are the tendencies for the future with this transformation? And we realize that, for example, we need more talent or demand green skills in the energy transition space, in the environmental space, for example, in the carbon footprint, and also, for example, in things like waste management and so on. So this is very, very important at the moment. And why is it important, the green skills? Once again, we want to support the talent in our organizations, and we have to make them aware that things are changing, and they have to come up with different solutions for that. Also, we wanna have green skills to kind of future proof, in this case, your future skills gap, to be prepared. And also because I think that we have to be part, and we have to join the fight to tackle, this crisis that it's going on. We need to take some action again. So taking that in mind, what we want to do is to identify these green skills. So there's three steps that I placed there, so you can see. So for example, one of the steps is, first you need to shift your strategy to a skills approach, and the reason is the one that I was mentioned to you before. We need to try to change our mindset and to move from a job mindset, with all this, to skills approach. So in this case, that's one of the steps. The second step will be to see your skills clearly, and identify where you need to do some changes. There was a very nice article that I placed there from Deloitte that says, look up to anticipate what's going to happen and to be prepared for it. Also look inside to be aware what skills do you have, what are your, again, strengths and weaknesses, and then look around to compare yourself, because somebody else in your ecosystem will have the same issues. So to compare yourself sometimes could be a good way to go. In this case, also, the third step will be to lead the cultural change. That means that you should make aware, again, not just to your employees, but to the whole organization, the management side, the HR side, of these changes, so that they are prepared. How can we do that? Through the talent experience, and that's something you were mentioning once again, Tai. So for me, we know about the talent management. That's what it's in place at the moment, which is amazing, because that actually helps us a lot in the HR space. But what we think is that this is a talent journey that it's incomplete. And incomplete for the simple reason that it does not take into consideration, for example, the awareness of the employees. It doesn't take so much in consideration what the employee wants, their desires, and so on. But with the talent experience, we kind of optimize this talent journey. We make them part of it. So what we think that's enabling this talent experience will bring you more engagement. Your teams are going to be more engaged to other sides of the business as well. It will bring more diversity into the workforce. Once again, it will be regardless if you're a man, a woman, or if you are based, I don't know, as I was saying before, in America. That won't be such a big issue. And obviously, it will bring more impact in the workforce activity and agility. We will be prepared. We will be prepared for new challenges. So this is what I wanted to show you. I wanted to go through a little case study. I'm aware of the time. I'm just going to go through the case study, well, we work with Veolia, sorry, and I just wanted to let you know the stack that Veolia has, so you know how do we work. So for example, we are at the top of it. We are a complement of all the stack Veolia has in this case. So they have, for example, different things for HR, payroll, and so on. They use success factors for the talent management. They can actually see the HR processes and so on. But with the talent experience, they can actually see the career growth for different employees. And just the last thing, my takeaways. First of all, there are two skill gaps. Don't forget about it. The future one and the current skill gap. Also, I think it's very, very important for you, for you to know that we need speed. We need to take action today, not tomorrow, not to think about it, but we have to take action now just to have a huge impact now also. So that's what I wanted to show you. That was very short and sweet. I don't know whether there is room for questions, but yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Carla. That was great. We'll have to keep going, but it's a big call shout out for everyone to visit your booth on the hub, where they can learn more about 365 Talents and ask the questions there. So I know, Carla, that you've had quite a lot of engagement on chat where people are sort of asking, okay, well, how does this look in terms of skills and how do I map it and what does it mean? So please go and visit the hub on the main screen that you're looking at now and go and ask your questions to Carla and the team there. Thank you so much, Carla, for all your insights today. It was so great.
Thanks a million. Bye-bye.
Thank you.